Yo, what is up, everyone? Mr. Keys here. Did not expect myself to make this video, but man, Star Rail, Star Rail, Star Rail. It's the main game I talk about on my channel. But my biggest question to it is, what went wrong? Like, how do we get ourselves in this situation to where it's not looking good for the game? It's having issues with power creeping of characters, how it's blatantly advertising to pull the new characters to clear the new set content, which is fine. That's kind of the usual for gacha games. But I think for Star Wars, it's a bigger issue because of how HP inflation is also driving into that effect. High HP the enemies are, how tanky they are now, how your older characters can't even do anything in the newer set content, especially MOC. That's a big given one. And then now you have castorice and her global passive, which I talked about in my last video. You can go check that out first, then come back to this video and you can kind of finish this up and whatnot. You know, you do you if how you want to go with it, but still, her global passive, her kit, and how that she can basically have a free revive for all your allies on the team with or without her on the team, which is insane just by having her on your account and it's at play. I did mention other characters that will potentially, and I quote potentially, so you know that might get it. But you should go check the video out first before I don't want to kind of double dip and explain it here. But I believe the hate it's giving, honestly, it's deserved in my opinion. I think it needs to because it can make the devs see the issues at hand. I did also say that they're also kind of, the HP is also going down a little bit, so there's progress. But still, most of the videos that I've seen, it's just criticism and hatred. Criticism is fine where it needs to be, but I feel like too much is too much. And of course, somebody's gonna say, well, I think, you can't handle it. And, you're gonna be hold your shield in the shell of the game. Well, to you, buddy, and to the dear viewer out there, I don't care. I could make a video about, how I hate well, not even hate the game, but because I love this game. I want this game to be better. I want it to improve. I could make a video about, I don't know, something else that's not this, or something else that's of like improvements that they can do, or how this character's could be falling off, or, something that's kind of leaning not positive, but kind of neutral, but maybe negative, and it will get numbers. Unlike a video of me just saying about how I feel about the game and like praising it, or something that's good, it's not gonna get that much. Or make a guide about a character, and it's not gonna do much. Whereas you see more videos of just negativity and criticism that gets more viewers, right? Oh, how Hoyer's being greedy and stupid, and how power creep is an issue, or how HP inflation is a thing. You see all those videos and they rack up in numbers, but to me, I just feel like I just want to enjoy the game. I want to enjoy the game and talk about it, how I feel about it, but like if that's gonna be floating around, you're not gonna be surviving out here if you're trying to make content on the game as it is, because all you see is more of the negative and the criticism side of the game, more so than just the positive. Now, to say that, well, if you only look at the positives and you're not really playing the game, you're not really seeing the game as it is if you only see just the positives. You have to see all of the negatives and all the stuff that can be improved. You have to see all that stuff, and I totally get that. I'm not here sitting and I'm shilling the fucking game. It's fuck you, because I'm not doing that. I'm just saying that, like, man, like, how did we get here? Like, what went wrong? I wish we could go back in time to where we were back in Panic County when it first dropped, or even leading up to it from like 1.6 to 2.0. I just wish we were back in that time, because we were praising the game. If they could have kept that pace and kept that momentum and not let it die when 2.3 dropped and everything was kind of dwindling down anyway, and then we were moving to the Cianjo, and then we get to the rapper quest and the banana shit. Now it's just ass by far. Well, then it just kind of went downhill. It didn't even get back up. 2.7 was ass. Then we get to 3.0, and then everyone's starting shitting on the story and how bad it is and how long it is. And I'm like, yeah, that's understandable because, man, I'm going to tell you right now, Jesus, it was just bad. And then now 3.1, and then I made a video about how I feel about it, even before it even dropped. But just kind of giving my quote-unquote overall thoughts. Now, I got to play the story for 3.1, and I haven't even touched it because I want to take my time. I get on Star Rail, and I don't feel excitement anymore as I once did. I get on the game, I do my dailies, I get off, and that's it. Right now, I'm just mostly just prepping for Cass and prepping her mats. But most of the time, I'm just enjoying more so of just doing the testing of that than having to, get on the actual game and play it. But like, I'm playing other gacha games like PGR, Wuwa, Zenless, Tribe 9, Arc Knights, other gacha games, and Star Wars is just the only game that's just like, it's not in a good state. I know for what I'm going to be doing next. I know what's going to be happening after Star Rail, because at one point, which will happen sooner or later, is that I'm going to be not talking so much about Star Rail and kind of talking about other things and other games. Mostly more so gacha based, but still, it's going to kind of revert back to how I was before. Because Star Rail was the one game that brought me to where I am. And now I'm kind of go back to what I used to do, but except just kind of be better now. So that's kind of where I'm going to be at currently and how I'm going to transition to that. It's going to happen soon, but not super fast. It's going to kind of progressively get there. I'll have to find the right time to do it. But for now, it's just like, Star Rail, get your shit together. That's all I'm going to say. Like, listen to our feedback, actually implement things that we want as a community, right? Like, don't go on this path that Genshin was, which still is, but still, we don't want another Genshin game. We don't want that. We don't want how the devs don't listen, or there's all these issues, but they're not being fixed. We don't want that. We don't want that. Because everyone talks about Zenless, everyone talks about Star Rail, everyone talks about Genshin, but no one talks about HI3, right? Because that's like a ghost game, and everyone just forgets about it, and everyone gets really mad and upset about the fact that, like, you know, when Star Rail gets these new characters, and we say, oh my god, it's like a HI3 character, XP, whatever, and everyone just gets mad in the community about it because, like, oh my god, HI3, and it's like, damn, man, like, damn, can we just have fun? Can we just be excited about these things? Like, damn, for once, all I see is negativity and negativity, no positives, because that's gonna give you more views, more attention. That's okay. You do what you gotta do. If it gets you to where you want to be, that's totally fine. But for me, I just want to enjoy the game, play it, and give my honest thoughts about it. Yeah, that's fine. You know, I can criticize and be negative and be positive here and there, but not all the time of just one set thing. I'll balance it out from here and there. But still, I don't know. Making this video was even hard for itself because I didn't even want to even talk about it because I saw Moose's video, saw my friend do it, and I was like, you know what? I'll make a video. Not to steal the idea, but I'm just throw it out there because I gotta get my thoughts about how I feel about Star Rail 2 because it's bad. It's not in a good state. The situation is just getting worse and worse. I mentioned all the issues and whatnot, and I'm losing faith. I'm losing hope in this game. I'm hoping that, well, in quotes, that 3.2 can save itself because it's Annie. If you mess up an Annie, I'm telling you, that's gonna be the biggest thing that everyone's gonna be talking about. It's gonna be the biggest topic at hand because everyone's gonna talk about it. And granted, here's the pull count, by the way. Here's the pull count for free-to-plays. You're getting like, what, it was like 109 if you're not getting the Express nor the monthly pass. 109. I don't even know what last year's Annie was. I think it was like with 100 plus something, but it was probably more than that. It was probably more than 109 pulls. For Annie, it's not good, not good. Oh, man, it's not good. It's just, man, it's rough out here. It's rough. Especially for like new content creators that want to make stuff about Star Rail and talk about it. It's rough for them. All you're gonna see is mostly negative and criticism stuff, which is fine. Like I said, criticism is fine. But just mostly just negative and other things. That's not having fun with the game. You can't be positive about it. But you also have to see the negatives. You have to see for what the game is. You can't just talk about it and be positive and whatnot. You have to see it, the full spectrum. You have to see everything about it. You can't just talk about just one thing and be positive about it. You have to talk about its flaws, criticize the game. You have to do that. I want this game to be good. It needs to get back up on its feet. It needs to lock in. It needs to lock in. They need to fix all these changes. They need to actually listen and not to be glitzy and stupid. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'll catch you guys in the next video, which will probably be about Castorice and Anaxer once before we get to V3, because then I'll give my overall thoughts. And then we'll talk about V3 changes, and then we'll move from there. And then I'll probably slowly but surely get other videos out that's not Star Rail. Hopefully. Because I want to transition into other games and be variety based. That's where I'm going to be going. That's your little tease. And that's it for me. My name is Jay, or known as Mr. Keys. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Till then, I'm out of here. Peace.